man.
So, don't want to be impolite, but I'm wearing this hat because this is the company I'm representing, Classic Bit from Wiesbaden, Germany. I talk about chasing classic cars in California this morning. So what is a classic car? In Germany, every car that is 30 years and older is considered a classic car. And if you drive one of those, you don't pay any taxes and registration fees for it because the Germans want classic cars to live. So in California you get tax benefits if you buy an electric car, and here in Germany if you buy an old, stinky, dirty car. Why do people buy classic cars? Reminiscence and fond memories are a big reason why people like to get a classic car. It reminds them of good times, and well, why support it generally? Because then the man is in the garage or out of the house.
But question, do you have drive-in theaters in Germany?
Excuse me?
Do you have drive-in theaters in some?
Close to US bases, we have some drive-in theaters.
Yes, you have to connect drive-in theaters with the classic car.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
That's one reason. Other reason is just lifestyle and fun. It's just, can be a lot of fun to drive an old 30, 40, 50-year-old car around. But also, investment. I'm showing you this chart, published by Money Magazine or something like that. So it shows luxury investment goods and how they develop in value. And it's a little small, so I read you art. Don't invest in art, it's pretty hard to know. Will it go up or will it go down? Guitars, wine, violins, coins, it's all here. This is classic cars. So classic cars for a longer number of years, depending on the model, of course, don't buy anything. But depending on the model, the type, the condition, classic cars go through the roof. You can almost not go wrong if you buy a classic car. And I speak for the German market, of course. I don't know exactly how it is here, but if you buy a classic car, you will make between 1 and 20% a year on your investment. Just a little bit of information here, some data. I think there will be about 1,000 classic cars on the market in California every day, new cars. Most of them are not cars that we will buy, but I will talk about our car company right now. So what is Classic Bit? Classic Bit is it's a startup actually. It's less than a year old, based in Wiesbaden, Germany, and seeking to provide fine automobiles to German collectors. We are backed by Germany's largest car dealership, which helps because we have the funds to buy the cars when we want them. And the main source to find those cars is actually California, and you know why that is. It's the good weather, dry, warm. So we buy cars from California, Southern California, most of them, Nevada, Texas, Arizona, because those have been preserved nicely. Now, I wanted to start a little movie, 3.5 minutes. I think I have to use my own. Okay. So I hope it's loud enough. It shows you our site in Germany and the opening just 4 weeks ago. So most cars just saw we have bought in California and shipped them. So you saw Mercedes, you saw SLs, and you saw a couple of SLs, so you know the Porsche. There's a Volvo here, older Porsche, Volkswagen in the back. You find many Volkswagen in California, many old transporters. Yeah, the vans. Yeah. And actually we do auction those cars off. So we make an event out of it, invite the people, give them something to drink, so they get loose. And then present the cars.
So even the Beetle can become classic.
Yes. Yes. There's something for every budget.
1984, before, right?
Not as old, but 51, I think. those of you who have been to auctions know people talk very fast. We do it very slow because people who invite have never been to an auction, so they wouldn't get it. So it's really slow and nice. And that's all else here.
Question.
Yeah.
I've driven on the Autobahn, and at 80 miles an hour, people pass me like I'm sitting still. How do they do that in a classic car?
I'll answer you in a... Let's just finish this movie and then... Innovationen sind ausgeprägt als Porsche Carman, the red Carman and Volkswagen.
Carnegie.
Carnegie is very good.
You want to see any Trabants up there? Ford Falcon? 64 Ford Falcon?
I had a 69 Carnegie.
That's not a
No, that's a
European
Ford.
car. That was a Ford. Correct. Mercedes.
Ford man.
Camaro. We bought this one in Redwood City. Oh yeah, that's a nice thing that Reiner has developed. It's an automatic system to create 3D models so people can look at cars online and from all sides. They can turn it in many dimensions.
Is this auction happening in Germany?
Yes.
Or, okay.
This one happened 4 weeks ago.
Well,
There's another one in 4 weeks, I think.
yep.
And then a big one in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. From myself, okay.
In Stuttgart, right area?
No,
Oh,
you need Frankfurt.
oh, near Frankfurt.
Mark Benton has.
You're Bad now, huh? No Bad now, huh? Yeah, a little town of Bad now. My son-
All right, so that was that.
It's a far away.
Yeah, it's what's north of Frankfurt.
Now to your question, most classic cars will not pass you at 80 miles an hour. It's, there are some.
Even on the Autobahn. huh?
Yeah, because they just don't have the power. But some of them can.
The Porsche 911s then.
They definitely can. There's a couple of others who can do that too. But most classic cars are not made to race. Yeah, made to cruise and to look at it, to clean and to admire and put back in the garage. So that gives you an impression of what we do. Now Reiner here came last Sunday with the mission to seek out and find at least 10 good classic cars and buy them so that we can ship them back to Germany to build our stock. We are currently at about 100 cars and we want to reach 150 at least until March to have a big auction. So we started on Monday morning in Burlingame and went down to Monterey, Santa Barbara, spent 2 days, or 1.5 days in Los Angeles, went down to San Diego, and came back over Oceanside, Encinitas, and all the way up to, actually we took I-5 and not the other one, and then back. So we arrived yesterday at 8 o'clock after 8 hours in the car, and I put this all together and visited 12 dealerships and made more than 1,200 miles in 4 days. So what's the result? You wonder, what did you find? Oh, is that the question?
Do you mainly buy from dealerships or do you buy from enthusiasts as well?
Very good question. So this is an ongoing search and find and buy business. When he's not here, I normally look for single cars from single enthusiasts or people who buy and flip them, as they say. So that's Single purchases. And this afternoon we're going to meet a gentleman called Ken, actually, Ken Miller, down in San Carlos, who wants to sell us a Porsche. And that's what we do. When he's coming, I prepare the route so we can have the chance of bigger impacts and bigger packages. The thing is that dealers, they want to earn money too, and you tend to get the better deals when you buy from private people.
Have you guys looked at, the enthusiast forums like NorCal VW, the VW Group forums? Because I used to be on a lot of those, and those guys are always putting stuff up, and you know an enthusiast will keep really good care of it.
That is very true. I have started to. We are a member in the BMW Car Club of America now.
Okay.
And they have a very nice classified section. And the good thing about finding cars there, as you say, is that people take good care of them, and they are honest.
Yeah.
So if you look in Craigslist, what I have done and I am doing, you also meet bad guys, and we've had our experiences with that as well. Lost some money, but
How much do you have to add to the cost of the car to ship it?
so as a rule of thumb, we say you buy for $20 and you have 20,000 euro cost in Germany. So just change the currency and that's the cost that you have to add. So about 20%, because there's import tax. You have to still, even though it's old, you have to pay some import tax on 7% or 10 sometimes. And then the shipping itself, it's probably $1,500 per car.
And you put them in containers?
Yes, 4 of them.
4
in
per
one
container.
1 on the bottom, 2 on the bottom, and then 2 on top. And I don't do it myself, but there's companies who have great people who build wooden contraptions that,
Racks.
and then they have forklifts and they put in the Jaguar over the Porsche, and I can't see it. And it's all good. It's all good. We had 1 damaged car so far, but Jerry first, then Ken.
Okay.
To what extent are you doing restorations?
We do it. We can do complete restorations. We can talk about one car in specific. We thought it was nice. It wasn't. We put everything apart and did everything new. But we like to avoid it because the garage that we have, the workshop, is of limited capacity, and so we have 500 cars in there right now, and that's too much already because it slows us down. I bought a couple of BMW 635 models. I don't know if you're aware of that, the Shark.
CSI?
Yeah.
Yeah, CSI, because those are very nice and we wanted to stock a lot of them. So I bought 3 or 4, and we call them cucumbers, but not a nice taste. We are restoring them, so we can. Yes.
How do you protect yourself from currency fluctuations?
We don't.
So you have to take that risk.
Yes. Well, the risk is, it's not a risk exactly. We know what the currency is when we make the purchase, but if the euro continues to slide, at one time we're probably going to flip it and ship them back and sell them here.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Where is there a hot market or a hot location that you have had greater success in?
LA
LA.
is the hotbed for classic cars because it's a huge place. There's a lot of buyers, a lot of money, and there's about 6, 7 large dealerships for classic cars only, and then all these small ones and the single backyard dealers. So a lot. LA is definitely the hotbed. We have nice cars in the Bay Area too, but it's more down there. Okay.
I always thought Modesto would be a good place because a lot of people have money and time. And
I have bought cars in Modesto, but this not so much. There is a dealership in Livermore, Mild Cars is the name. There's one in Pleasanton. We'll go there today and tomorrow. But other than that, there's more money here than here, and it's more money here than here buying a mess. It's like 20 million people in there. I mean, it's just the sheer numbers create a lot of demand. And the weather is just nice.
Do you see a lot more convertibles, for example, in Southern California? I would imagine.
Than here? Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably never thought about that, but I think so. We see many convertibles, yes. And you also see them on the road much more than here. I think that's the biggest difference. You drive around, and we were in San Diego yesterday. Oh look, the old Volkswagen. Oh look, oh Porsche. So they just drive them there. Here they don't do it so much.
now, in the cleaning up and restoration, there's got to be some rule about when it's. I mean, convertible top, you're just going to replace. It's new.
You have
Okay.
to.
There's got to be some rules about what's new and what's not new to keep it. I mean, it isn't a plastic body. How much can they do on a repair before it's not a classic car anymore?
Oh, I see. I mean, you can make everything new. Some people just make everything new. You still have, if you have the chassis number, you can still claim it's restored, completely restored. But wie viel kann man denn austauschen, um es immer noch als Autos?
Also beim Import ist das Problem, man muss halt Rückkammer erkennbar rein.
Yeah, so if it looks too nice and you want to import it in Germany, they'll say this is not an old car and you just made that and you have to pay full import tax and it's not a car anymore.
What is the most sought after car in Germany?
Probably the 911 Porsche. And by the way, that's the most sought after car in California as well. I don't know why. He loves them and they are nice, but they go through the roof. If you have the right cars,
What does that mean through the roof?
price-wise.
I know.
That means the I think the most crazy I've seen is 30% increase in price every year, over 5 years.
How much are we talking a car?
You can buy Porsche 911s starting at 15 to 20,000 and up to 150, and then you have the level of showcase cars. Those are cars that have been restored in a meticulous manner. I'll show you a short video of a workshop we saw yesterday. We couldn't believe what we saw. That means the cars are better than they were when they were new. Everything, each single screw is cleaned, hand cleaned. It's amazing. And those cars cost $250,000, 300,000, 350. It's out of proportion, but some people that have enough money, they want them. And they go to Concours, they go to Pebble Beach, and they show it. Look, I want to win the prize.
Pebble Beach.
It's a different game. It's a different game.
The Hillsborough Concourse.
Okay, the Datsun 240Zs back in 1968 and 69.
Nice car.
They were very classic here at that point. You don't see them very much on the road,
True.
but would you consider that kind of?
We bought a 280 2 days ago. 280Z for $8,800. Very nice condition.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
Last question now from Mari, then I would like to just go through, we have 10 minutes left, and then
Oh,
focus
sorry.
at the end. No,
I
please.
can ask maybe.
I'm happy you
When
asked.
when you restore it, do you also restore the color of the paint, or you change the color of the paint?
We do consider changing the paint sometimes. We bought one Porsche, I will show it to you now, that's in orange, and it used to be green originally. It's from the certificate we see it was green. And green would be the nicer color. So we probably will strip it down completely and paint it new in the original color. Can we hold off for
I
that?
sure can.
Okay. So that was the mission, find 10 cars in a week. Now I'll show you what we found in the last 4 days. We found an Audi Quattro. It's the Quattro. That means the original one, 82, 83. It's a 4-wheel drive racing car, bought it in LA. We bought a 633 CSI. That's a beautiful coupe, not the powerful one, but this one increases about 80% every year in price. It's crazy.
So on average, what would that cost right now?
Well, this should have cost $8,000 to $9,000. We got it for less than half for some reason, but we didn't say we should get more money.
Oh, I want to pay more.
Please.
We bought a De Tomaso Pantera. That is it's an American car, but it's designed in Italy, but it's a Ford engine. It's built in Italy, but Ford components. 71. I won't tell you the prices of these. I just skip them. I don't want to skip cars. We bought a yellow Ferrari in Monterey. We bought a red Ferrari in Los Angeles, in Mondial.
Wow.
We bought a Fiat 124 Spider. Cute little driver. Bought a Jaguar E-Type.
That's a classic old Jaguar one.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
And we have seen a workshop yesterday near San Diego in Oceanside who specializes on E-Types. And he had, I think, 20 E-Types.
Wow.
And this is he's a shop, he takes everything apart, he makes everything new. He has like 20 people running around cleaning. They have lathes, they have milling equipment, they have metal bending equipment, they have a paint shop, they have a whole motor restoration unit. They do everything. And that's show car quality. And those Jaguars that he sells between $250,000 and $550,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Restored.
He's like, wow, what? That's only, and people buy it.
Oh, yeah.
People buy it.
That's a lot of money,
Yeah.
No, I had one of those, 69. I sold it.
Let's
for-
talk, Ken.
But I still don't have it. I don't have it now, but I know who does have it.
Good.
Yeah, he'll help us. Porsche 911 from the 90s, Carrera 2. A Porsche 911 T 1969. That's the original.
Rare.
We will paint this one green.
Poor man's Porsche.
An SL 500 SL. Actually, it's an SL, not an L. I just omitted an S. I'm sorry. So that's already 11 cars, you can see. So we were happy at that point. Another Porsche 911 convertible. Another Porsche convertible. Another Porsche Targa with a little extra, of course. And another Porsche, one from Monterey. We bought this convertible in Los Angeles.
What vintage is that?
That's 62. That's a Mercedes-Benz 220 SE Cabriolet, convertible. Good condition. And a nice old SL. And a Lotus Esprit. And to finish off another 911 convertible. So today, if we're lucky and buy that car, we will have reached 20 cars, which is double the number that we were supposed to buy. All very nice, all good prices, so we hope our owner is going to be happy. I'd like to invite you to guess a little bit. Let you know, what's your favorite car out of these that I've shown to you? What do you think is the most valuable?
Well, out of those 19?
Was that?
Out of those 19?
Yeah, if you want to, I'd like to.
Ferrari.
Ferrari? The red one or the yellow one?
Well, the yellow's a terrible color.
So the Mondial, the red one?
I'm not that familiar with the Mondial, but I'll go with the red.
Okay.
How about that S-Type Jaguar?
S-Type? Good guess. Any more guesses?
Pantera.
Pantera? All right. So none of those, but the Pantera is close. Actually, the most valuable is this little 911 Porsche T, 69, and probably worth $100,000. And shouldn't say it here, but it stays in the room. We bought it for less than half because he didn't know what he had. Just didn't know what he had. So, and there's an arbitrage. The car is not as valuable here as in Germany, and he wouldn't know it, so that's good. Last guess. I have like 3 minutes left. I'm going to answer questions. Last guess. What do you think these 19 cars? How much money did we spend?
$3.5 million.
No.
2.5 dollars.
I wish.
Couple.
3.5 million.
Purchase, right? When you
Gives me more.
purchased it?
Quarter million.
When you purchased?
Half bacon.
Less.
Yeah. Then it's
Less
all-
than 100. When you purchased it, right?
Yeah. What did we pay for these
In the
cars?
aggregate.
Less than
Talk about
100.
altogether.
Less than 100.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
but you
100,
said-
quarter
yeah.
million, and what? 3.5 billion? No.
I'll revise that,
So it's about
I'll revise that to 1.25 million.
it was $586,000.
Oh.
Which one?
All of them.
How many others are combined?
586?
Yeah. And we hope to make $1 million with them. So.
Your shop.
In Germany. Germany.
I mean, here in the Bay Area.
We don't have a shop here. No, I'm just an agent. I buy them and put them on the ship, and off they go. Okay.
I'm guessing the cheapest was the Fiat.
Yeah, what's
No,
the
it's not supposed to
cheapest?
be a W.
Okay.
We paid $3,000.
Second question is, when you guys approach somebody, how do you approach them? As professional car buyers or a couple of bumpkins?
No, we say hi, we are a company from Germany, we buy cars, ship them over, sell to collectors, and we like to buy yours. Enter, and then, why not? It's what it is.
For the older people in the crowd, there was an Oldsmobile dealer down in Burlingame, down across the tracks, and they call it the candy store.
I've heard of that.
And
I've not been there.
it's a bunch of senior citizens that all keep their cars down there.
Yeah.
And nobody knows about it. And it's all antiques like this. It's not just German.
Jim, we have a member here of the candy. You want to go in the candy store, I'll take it.
Yeah.
We're not all old.
So that people are just you could
You gotta run red face,
Take him
But I
up
knew
on
something no one else except two people did.
So let's do that. I have 1 minute left. I just want to show you a couple of pictures that we saw. Jaguars, more Jaguars, a couple of Porsche, one shop in LA. We came in this like only 911s, and on the other side he has like his base to repair them. Does everything. Sells to rock stars, and that's rock star prices. Can't afford any of these. Jaguar. And I wanted to show you a very short video, 20 seconds. I just took out my camera when we were walking through this big operation with Jaguars, just to see the busyness. I thought I should share this. like all these cars taken apart, people working, you have constant noise. That's the paint chamber. This was the owner, Tom.
Now, can you use the old paint too, the oil-based paints?
You can now if you get them, yes. They're even more resistant than many of the new ones.
They're probably Germany, so it's not.
Okay, I guess that's almost all I had. Oh yeah, that was, have you seen that car?
The exhibition.
Oh. This one. That's a Ferrari Lusso.
Yeah.
We saw it in LA. That car is $2 million. We looked at it. I lived it. I asked Neil, may I lift this car? Go ahead. Oh yeah, and you see cool things. When we drove, that's us driving. And if you ever wonder how to get rid of your mother-in-law, just... goes around her neck. Took on the brake. Couldn't believe it.
But they had the soft strap right there too, though.
Yeah. It won't help a lot. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, that's another. We didn't buy this one. We didn't buy this one. Too expensive.
How about Austin Healey's from the 50s and 60s?
Yeah, Austin Healey, wonderful. We bought one last week.
Okay.
This Volkswagen, $111,000.
Oh,
Crazy.
We had
SL. Okay. Oh, and that's
day.
not supposed to be in here. That's not a classic car. That's just my family. I like cars too. Okay, thank you.
Okay. If we would all stand, please. Any other announcements before we...
Raffle.
John, how many people do we have?
How about